Hey, this is Slick What If here. This is what if Deku was betrayed and experimented on part 4. So, I was debating whether I should make a what if or not today. I decided to. I'm going to take a break tomorrow, but there'll be 2 uploads the day after that. If you like this what if, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the video. Alright, so we start off with Izuku winning the race, Katsuki Bakugo coming second, and Shadow Todoroki coming third. Everything's the same in original, like all placements. Then it's the cavalry battle. The 4 wanted a team with Izuku, but Izuku said that only 3 of them will be able to team with him, and so they should just go with each other, and he'll just go by himself. And so the team is Bakugo, Momo, Sue, and Kirishima, and Izuku's team just consisted of himself. He asked Midnight, "Hey, can I be on the team by myself?" And Midnight says, "No, you need other people on your team." Izuku creates wood clones. Midnight was thinking that he could outsmart the system if he made wood clones, because she saw it in the race. I don't know if I said in the race that, I think I did, that he created clones to destroy the 0-pointers. So Midnight knows, or sees Izuku's created clones, and then he asks again, and she says, yes, this is sufficient enough. And so the teams go into their areas, and Izuku, of course, has 10 million points. Everyone's facing towards him, and as soon as Midnight says, well, everyone except for the 4 who believed Deku, and Midnight says go, and they all start running towards Izuku. Team Bakugo go towards some of the people with medium amount of points, or a mid amount of points, and they get a few bands, and Izuku just holds onto his band. He's just jumping really high in the air and dodging all the people who try to catch him. Then Todoroki, he uses his fire, because I said in the last part he can use his fire. He uses his fire to launch himself into the sky, and he tries to get Izuku, but before he can, Izuku's clones, they start, one of them falls to the ground and uses Earth Style, and creates a giant pillar that just smashes right into Todoroki. It was technically above ground level, so it didn't count as Todoroki touching the ground, but he goes flying, and he's about to hit the ground before Midnight says time's up, and all the teams who won in the original are the same, except in let's say instead of Team Shinso, so or should I? No, it's not gonna be except for Team Shinso. I'm just gonna make the fights up as I go. So, same fight as in original. It's Izuku vs Shinso, and Ojiro, wanting to help Deku, but he knows that he won't forgive him, so he just stays away. And he knows that he's quite powerful anyway, and he might, notice what happened in the race and cavalry battle. Forgot what it was called. So it's the Deku versus Shinso fight, and they get up on the stage, and after it happens, Shinso says, must be nice to be born with with a strong quirk. Because let's just say he was too busy mind controlling some people in the race to carry him across, instead of listen to Aizawa talk about how he went to jail and he got his powers from dying and then coming back to life. So when Izuku hears this, he's not mad. He just asks Shinso a question himself. He says, I want to ask you a question. And Shinso says, alright, what is it? And Izuku says, if you think I was born with this power, then you must be insane. And Shinso, he says, he trips up. Let's say he doesn't use his mind control accidentally. He asks, what do you mean? Because he wants to know more. And Izuku just says, if you think I was born with this power and didn't train hard to get it myself, then you must be the dumbest person I've ever met on this entire planet. And Shinso, when he hears this, his jaw just drops, and Izuku just says, listen, I wasn't born with this power. I trained to get it. And if you think that me training for what I want is something you, or if you think me training for or me not, or being born with this, with me being born with this power instead of training with it, and I didn't earn it, then you must not understand what it means for real strength. Real strength is being a true hero and fighting for others and saving them. Not being a hero for money and fame, or for fame and fortune. And Shinso was wanting to be a hero so that he could prove to everyone that he wasn't a villain because he had a villain quirk. And Izuku just says, listen, I know you want to be a hero because your quirk might be weak, but the only way you can make it stronger is by training. If you think you can sit your ass down and wait for it to get stronger itself, it's not going to happen. And Shinso has this, he thinks a bit, and then he's right. He should make his quirk stronger, and he needs to make his quirk stronger. So he says, Shinso says, thank you, and Izuku says, any time. And then he says, alright, let's get this fight started. And Shinso says, alright, before before we start, can I ask what's your name? And Izuku says Izuku Midoriya. And Shinso, he's thinking that he's gotten Izuku, brainwashed him, and says, right, walk off the arena. And Izuku just says, no, you. He says, no, you. And he activates his shouting. He says, Uno reverse card, no, you. No, you, Uno reverse card. And then he activates his Sharingan and puts him in a Genjutsu. And he says, you walk off the arena. And he just starts walking off the arena. And President Mike is so confused. And Aizawa is as well, because he didn't know that he could mind control people. And President Mike just asks, after Midnight says, Izuku Midoriya wins, Hisashi says, Izuku Midoriya, what was that? And Izuku just says, Genjutsu, and, President Mike just asks, what's Genjutsu? In Naruto's, I almost said Kakashi for a second. Alright, Izuku says, Genjutsu is a type of, Genjutsu is a type of illusion, or mind tricks. It's sort of like mind tricks. I made it so that he saw that he was almost at the edge of the arena, and the arena was starting to move, and he needed to keep up with them being in the middle of the arena, so he ran off the arena, thinking that he was going to the middle of the arena. So President Mike just says, that's quite smart, but how do you have that ability? And he just says, that's for me to know and you to find out. I'm gonna make this a short one. I'm gonna make it 15 minutes long. So 3 more minutes left. So Izuku is moved on to the next round, and this is a fight between Izuku and Todoroki. Todoroki pulls him aside and says, I'm gonna beat you with I'm going to beat you, and it's going to be like a clean sweep or something like that. And Izuku says, yes, it is going to be a clean sweep, and Todoroki says, so you get that I'm stronger than you. And Izuku just says, no, it's going to be a clean sweep for me, and you're going to get your ass handed to you. And well, if you think that you're stronger than me. And Todoroki says, Todoroki says under his breath, you arrogant fuck. And Izuku hears this, and he just doesn't care. He just walks off. So it's the arena, and Chako versus Bakugo fight. Bakugo holds back even less, and absolutely just demolishes Uraraka, because she's a hoe. So it's Izuku versus Todoroki. So Todoroki starts off with a nice attack like in the original. After Midnight says go, and instantly, Izuku says great fire, fire style, great majestic fire destroyer. It's something like that, and he creates a giant fire breath, and it completely melts all the ice. And this ice was like Todoroki versus Zero ice. He just destroys all of the ice, and everyone's really confused. And it makes a giant explosion like in the original, because super cold and super hot, like Aizawa explained. So it's a giant explosion, and it knocks Todoroki back, but he manages to catch himself with his fire. And right after that, Izuku just body flickers right in front of him and hits him as hard as he can with chakra imbued in his hand, and it just it breaks all of Todoroki's ribs and half of the bones in his body. So like 100 and I think it's 103 bones in his body were cracked, and he hit it precisely, so it was exactly 103 bones. And there's going to be a flash forward. Cavalry Girl notices that exactly half of his bones in his body were broken. Actually, yeah, and let's say flash back to when Todoroki and Izuku were talking. Izuku actually says that he's gonna break half of the bones in his entire body, and that's when Todoroki says arrogant fuck. And so after the fight, Izuku grabs Todoroki and basically body flickers over to Recovery Girl, drops him on the bed and just body flickers away, and that's when Recovery Girl sees the 103 bones broken. So Izuku just body flickers back to stadium, and the next fight is Izuku versus Ida, and you're gonna love me or hate me because I'm ending it off here just before Izuku is about to kick Ida's ass. I know I said it's gonna be a short one, and I meant it's gonna be a short one. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. If you liked it, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.